潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
各位聽眾，歡迎你又嚟收聽我哋嘅節目嘅潮玩飛鏢，我係你嘅主持 Robert， 同我一齊嘅有我哋嘅飛鏢共同主持邦邦詹士邦，我哋嘅導師。今晚黑亦都有我哋嘅一位嘉賓，佢嘅名就叫 David Cameron， 佢嘅來頭係咩呢？就係佢係2014同2015年嘅加拿大全國男性冠軍第一嘅，咁當然有來頭啦，佢亦都響斯高沙省嚟嘅。咁我哋繼續落嚟就聽下我哋嘅訪問啦。And welcome all our audience to All About Darts. Tonight we have a very distinguished guest at our show, and we have David Cameron, who is the national singles champion in 2014 and 2015 in all of Canada. And I'm your host, Robert, and with me is Bong Bong, Jim's Bond of darts here at the station. And with that, say hello to our audience, David.
Hey,
David?
how's everybody doing?
Good. And Bong will now start off with a question and let us know a bit about you.
Good evening, Dave Cameron.
Hey, how are you today?
Yes, we are excited to share your experience in darts with our radio listeners. We are being listened worldwide.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, can you introduce yourself and say how did you start playing darts, Dave?
Well, my name is David Cameron, and I picked up the game many years ago in a dart league, actually. And I just kind of went on from there. And then as you grow with the game and you continue to play, you find out about different things and tournaments, and it turned out to be a very good thing for me, actually. So I'm quite happy about my what's going on with it, for sure.
You are ranked number 1 right now in Canada, and back to back you won the NDFC National Championship. Can you share it to the listeners? How did you do it, or something?
You know, I'll tell you, it was something that you hope to do for many years. I guess when you're playing the game and you find out about tournaments and different things, and it's a great accomplishment, I must say, because it's been something that I've been striving to do for a long time, and when you do it, it's just such a great feeling. And then to do it back to back again is just like, it's like, wow, and a lot of people have told me that there's only a couple other players that have ever done that, which was, I believe, is John Part and Bob Seneve. So I'm pretty happy about that accomplishment.
And I think maybe I asked a question. At what age did you start playing darts, and for how long before you become champion in 2014 and 15?
Yeah, I started, I'd say, when I was quite late. I never really played in the youth, but I got into it when I was probably around 23 or 24 years old, into a league. And then, as I say, a fella told me one day, he said, well, you should try your regionals. I didn't know what it was, and then I learned about that. And then provincials, then you get to play for your province, and then go away to the nationals and represent your province there. So, and it just kind of went on from there.
A lot of people that we interview have some kind of family background into darts. You have any by any chance?
I mean, my dad and that, he played growing up. Like we played down the basement for fun and things like that. But I never ever really took it that serious. Like I said, it wasn't a real big thing in my life at the time. But I went on from there and just went to the league one night and just kind of took off from there.
Yeah, another one of these surprises, very similar to Patricia, because during that interview, we talked about how she was really surprised to the entire country, came out of nowhere to win it. Actually, the story was that her brothers put her in without her knowing it and entered the tournament. But she has a whole background of family support and into darts, so did a lot of our interviewees. So you are a little different. You just sort of come out of nowhere as well, but you don't have a background of family getting involved in darts and playing competitive dart games.
No, I say I learned from a lot, as I say, from people around me, and as you go to one tournament and you hear about another tournament and you just continue to go on, you meet people. I met so many great people right throughout all the years that I've been playing. So I mean, I think, and it all helped, and as I say, you learn as you go about the game. So.
Okay, hold on a second, and we'll get back to you. 各位聽眾啱啱講到同我哋嘅嘉賓講到佢幾時開始玩飛鏢嘅，原來佢都係一個好遲入道嘅人嚟嘅。好似我哋先排説嗰個女性選手全家冠軍嘅選手一樣，佢差唔多23、24歲喺佢嘅情況之下，先至參加一啲會，然之後開始玩。咁即係話佢青年嘅時候冇入過任何青年組啦。咁佢係斯高沙省土生土長，咁佢亦都同佢講到佢屋企有咩同飛鏢有咩淵源咧，係完全冇嘅。佢爸爸有時玩下呢啲飛鏢喺個地牢嗰度，但係就從來冇咩出去話比賽之類嘅。咁佢都係可以話係無師自通學到嘅一鳴驚人嗰一類咁嘅人。And now back to the interview, Bong.
You had been dominating darts in Canada for the past 5 years, and I noticed that your name is Excalibur, David Cameron.
Yes.
How did you get this name, Excalibur?
It's just something that I was trying to come up with a nickname. I remember seeing Phil Taylor there one time saying a few good things to have, and one of them was a good nickname. So I tried to think of something that was different, and kind of, suited me, I guess. And it's just something that I come up with. I liked the idea of the sword and what it meant and all that stuff. So I said, okay, let's go with it. So.
That's interesting. But early on, when we were off the air, we talked a little bit about your profession. Can you tell us what you do now full time?
Yeah, actually, what I do is I am a manager at a hardware store, Rona, actually, in Bedford, Nova Scotia. And like I said, these guys have been great over the years. I've been with them there for a while, then I left. And I played a bit of darts for a while, and then I'll come back to work again. But they're really, really accommodating for my schedule, and so it's been great.
And how far away is Bedford from the capital or Cape Breton?
Bedford, you say?
Yeah, where you work.
Well, I'm about, it's in Halifax, I guess you could say. It's all one municipality, but Cape Breton, it's about 3.5 hours from home.
Oh, okay. So you have to go into, but where do your tournaments held every year? In Halifax, right?
Pretty much, yeah. We host all our ranked tournaments here in Halifax, and then there's some local tournaments and stuff like that, and, that I try to attend once in a while, because, I try to meet people that that I get support from and stuff like that. It's not always easy to make it to a small local tournament, but I like to show up when I can.
And that's also 3 hours from Bedford to Halifax?
No. Bedford to Halifax is it's all basically 10 minutes apart, I guess you could say.
Oh, okay. So
you're
really outside Halifax as part of the municipality, and the provincials are held in Halifax too.
Yes, actually, we alternate every year. We go down to Cape Breton one year, and then we host it in Halifax the following year. It just alternates because the majority of the players come from Halifax and Cape Breton, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's very good. And 各位聽眾，咁我哋啱同嘉賓講到佢嘅職業啦，佢原來係一個喺呢個hardware store 嗰度做經理嘅，就係呢間叫 Rona。大家都有買過嘢或者但係佢嗰間就當然係喺呢個地方叫 Bedford， 喺斯高沙省嗰度 Nova Scotia 嗰度。咁講開咧就係話佢每一年嘅選拔賽同埋佢嗰個排名賽咧，都喺呢個哈利法斯嗰度舉行首都。咁佢第二大城 Cape Breton 咧，佢哋係會每 每一年一年響呢個，一年響嗰個省咁樣舉行嘅嗰個選拔賽。咁呢個都係對佢嚟講，如果係哈利法斯咧就係即係10分鐘車程啦。咁如果係 Cape Breton 咧就係要3個鐘頭車程嘅。Okay, now back to the interview, Bong.
You are one of the best in Canada, and you're ranked number 1. Yet, when you went to United Kingdom, you have the same name with the Prime Minister of British.
Yeah.
So, do you agree that you are a bloke? One of the best dart player in Canada is just a bloke in United Kingdom. Bloke is B-L-O-K-A, an ordinary man. Can you explain it?
Well, I get a few people that kind of look at me funny when I go through the border and stuff like that with my passport, and they see me as the same as the Prime Minister. But I'm a pretty quiet guy, I guess you can say. I have a passion for the game, and I try my best to be on the top. But it's hard sometimes for sure. But it's a lot of fun and it's very exciting.
Well, that's very interesting. So, when was the last time you were over in UK?
I was over there it would be January to the Lakeside World Championships.
And January this year, 2015?
Yeah, actually, I got the invitation back again. I ended up finishing first in the Canadian Regional to get the invite back to Lakeside as well and I'm in a qualifier again over there. There's 8 qualifiers, I believe, from other different countries that get to go in there.
And so when would you be over in UK again?
Probably around January. I usually go over actually on New Year's Eve is when I fly over.
Okay, 2016 then.
To get settled in and stuff.
Okay, we're coming up to the end of the first segment, so let's pause for a few minutes and we'll come back and continue our interview.
華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一做卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
各位聽眾，歡迎你嚟到第2節嘅潮玩飛鏢。響我度就係響呢度就係我Robert 同埋另外一位 co-host 就係邦邦。今日我哋嘅訪問嘉賓就係 David Cameron， 係加拿大單人冠軍國家嘅選手，飛鏢選手2014-2015。咁上一次我哋講到佢亦都有個花名叫 Excalibur。即係佢係一把劍嚟啦，大家都知。咁因為佢過去5年呢，就響呢個飛鏢壇上面係做咗武林盟主或者係好有影響力。咁佢揀咗個花名，有啲人同佢就係覺得佢都係一個好有威力嘅武器啊。咁啊叫咗佢做 Excalibur。咁講到另外一樣嘢就係佢嘅名呢。其實係同英國嘅首相係一模一樣嘅，咁邦邦就問佢有冇啲人當咗佢係一個普通人啦，因為佢有普通人咧，同呢個首相同名，有冇特別招待咧？咁當然冇啦。至於佢響英國咧，佢最後一次就響1月2015年就去過呢個 Lakeside 比賽。咁佢亦都被邀請翻去，咁即係將來響2016年佢亦都會翻到英國。 比賽嘅。Okay, and now welcome back to the show. Our second segment with me is David Cameron, National Singles Champion 2014 and 15. So let's carry on with the interview with Bong.
The BDO World Championship, Dave, can you share the experience playing against some of the best players in England? Like when you played against Martin Adams, the BDO World Champion 3 times.
Yeah, well, I guess there was a bit of hype about it a little bit at first, saying, where he is a world champion many times. And, I kind of went in there and had to play him right off the bat. So, I was actually, I wasn't really nervous. I was more intense, I think, is what I like to explain to people. And, once I got the game, I hit the double, I really felt great. And because the crowd actually cheered for me, and that just took a big weight off me, and I was ready then. I said, let's go, right? So, but unfortunately, my game wasn't, on the way I wanted it to be, and he ended up prevailing, but it was an incredible experience.
You are being loved by this audience, and we could see it in their face that they enjoyed watching you. What is the feeling? What is the feeling that nobody boos, or have you experienced being booed in the stage, something like that? As big as like that?
Yeah, no, that's something that I've never had the experience to deal with, because I've always believed you must respect the crowd. As I said, they take the time out of their day to come out and watch me play, and I am very grateful for that. The crowds have been amazing so far to me and to all the players that I can see, pretty much. And it's a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah, it's always a bigger crowd in Europe from what I gather, and they just simply have more people and participating, more audience and more coverage, right? And they pay a whole lot more to go in, and the prize money is a whole lot more.
Yes, yeah.
And all that sort of come to the question that are they overall better players, or are we just beating ourselves when we say that they're a better player?
You know what? Honestly, I really think that Canada and the U.S., we have a great amount of players right across, both countries. We just don't get the exposure or the experience that they get on a regular basis. Mind you, we have our nationals and things like that, and it's not an easy task, right, to do well there. But, you have to be on your game. But at the same time, there's more TV coverage over there and things like that, so you definitely feel more comfortable over time. So, and I really think that if we had more of a chance to get on that stage and stuff, we can do and we will do better down the road.
In other words, if we get more bigger tournaments, more coverage, it would help this sport a whole lot in Canada and US.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. If the TVs would step up and come out, and even if it's our top 8 guys or something, in a tournament, and give us televised, with an announcer and everything there, and on a nice stage, I definitely think it makes for better, for everybody, the players, and definitely you'll gain that experience.
OK， 各位聽眾，我哋啱啱講到就係我哋呢位嘉賓 David Cameron 響呢個英國嘅時候咧，曾經呢個 British Dart Organisation 個冠軍比賽嗰度咧，第一站咧就已經同呢個3次嘅冠軍一個叫做Martin Adams 嘅人比賽啦。咁我哋問到佢當初嘅經歷係點樣，有冇緊張啊？佢話佢贏咗第一局嘅時候，嗰啲觀眾都好為佢喝彩。好可惜，當然佢就輸咗俾呢個3次世界冠軍嘅選手啦，係咪？咁亦都講到英國嘅選手究竟同加拿大同美國嘅係咪真有咁大距離呢？佢話唔係嘅，佢話即係因為佢哋有多啲電視嘅轉播啊，同埋佢哋有多啲經驗，多啲人玩呢。咁係有一個上風嘅，係有一個優勢嘅，但係呢一個並不係永久嘅。我覺得加拿大同美國選手亦都唔錯嘅。And now back to Bong for more questions.
Winning the National Singles Championship in 2014 and 2015, the National Darts Federation of Canada presented you a Distinguished Service Award. How do you feel about it, Dave?
Well, I'll tell you, I really didn't expect that, to be honest with you. It was a big surprise for me. But you know what? I definitely feel honored, by that. I've accomplished quite a bit over the years, I guess. And, I like to be, kind of humble about it, of course. But I definitely want to do more. I like to see the game grow more. And, it's going to take time for sure to get the game bigger and stuff in Canada.
Maybe you can explain what the Distinguished Service Award is. Is it similar to this sort of, lifetime award in a movie industry or something like that? I mean, what nature is it?
I guess it was presented as for all your accomplishments, I guess, over the years and that. And I'm not done yet. So that's, to me, is what, what it was for. So.
Well, it's an interim award for years of dedication, right? Am I right?
Yeah. Dedication and your accomplishments, and as far as I can see, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, do they hand this out every year?
To certain people, yeah. I don't believe it's every year, but it's happening over the years for sure. There's a lot of good people, good players that have received that award, yeah.
Okay, and Bob.
Are you being sponsored by any dart company or any company for that matter, Dave?
Yeah, actually, I have. I'm sponsored by Cosmo, Fifth Flights and Shafts. They're one of my sponsors, and I have Charles Menzies from SSS Canada. He's another one of my sponsors. And these guys, like I said, they're very, very supportive and very helpful, to get me where I want to go.
So you kind of like semi-pro now, right?
Yeah, kind of. I'm trying to look at it that way. I think for my mindset to play, is because some people play. If you're going to go up against somebody and they say, you got to play against this guy, or this person, they kind of know who you are. Your name sometimes takes care of you a little bit too, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
You improved your rating in the past year, Dave, for the World Darts Federation. You are ranked from 101 to number 32. What did you do, or what are the basis for this World Darts Federation rank that put you on the top 32 in the world?
Honestly, I don't follow that ranking too much. But my goal is now, for the last few years, is to hopefully just continue to play all the tournaments to get me to Lakeside. Because that, to me, the BDO, sort of the road that I want to travel right now. I go to all the tournaments throughout Canada that get me points to get back to Lakeside every year, since they have that position available for the one Canadian. So I'm going to continue to go for that, and I don't really follow the rankings too much, because we don't get enough tournaments in Canada, to achieve enough points to be really in the top of the BDO rankings. So,
can you explain this pre-qualified alternative tournament for the World Cup qualifier, Dave?
Which one is that?
It is. You are listed as the number one pre-qualified alternative tournament for the World Cup qualifier.
Oh, okay. You mean the one for Turkey that we're going to have?
Yes.
Oh, yes, yeah. Well, the number one ranked player in Canada in that calendar year gets the invitation, is automatically on the team. So there's 3 other positions available that they play off for to represent your country at the World Cup.
How many players are there going to Turkey?
Actually, we're not sending a team this year. They had a discussion in a meeting, and they didn't feel it was going to happen this year, so they decided not to send a team.
The NDFC is the one holding this representation?
Yeah, like for Team Canada, they decide on, and set everything up for that, for sure, yeah.
And you are not going to Turkey?
No, not this year, no. We decided that it wasn't, I guess they feel it was maybe unsafe at this point with some, the instability, I guess, in that area, I suppose. So they decided not to send a team this year.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say that it's really could be unsafe to go over there. And
yeah, I mean, it is over there at this point. It's you hear everything on the news and stuff, and they just felt, they're definitely, I'm kind of disappointed in a way, for sure, but I didn't feel personally safe myself at this point.
Okay, we're coming up to the end of the second segment, so hold the thoughts and any other, and we'll get back to you the interview right after these messages. Thank you.
Okay.
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special.
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一做卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
歡迎各位聽眾又翻到潮玩飛鏢嘅第3節嗰度。我哋今晚訪問嘅嘉賓就係 David Cameron， 係加拿大國家冠軍2014-2015，響當當嚇。咁我哋響上一個環節嗰度講到呢個 David Cameron 咧，佢係收過一個叫 Distinguished Service Award 嘅。咁呢個呢，就係好似嗰啲終身成就獎，但係因為佢又未老到退休嘅階段呢，佢只不過喺人生嘅中途先獲取一啲獎狀獎勵，證明佢係對呢個業界對呢個運動有貢獻嘅。咁佢而家亦都係一個半職業嘅選手啊！佢有 sponsor 嘅，佢Cosmos 啊、Fit Fights 啊咁樣。至於邦邦提到佢喺呢個世界飛鏢 Federation、World Darts Federation 嗰度，佢嘅排名由101而家去到晉升到去32啦。咁亦都係一個好好嘅喜訊啦。但係佢又唔係着眼咁多，佢着眼就係去呢個英國參加每年一度嘅世界冠軍大賽。咁再講起佢亦都有一個大賽原本響加拿大響呢個土耳其嘅今年，但係呢，今年因為戰亂嘅關係呢，佢哋唔會 send 一隊人去啦。咁講到呢度呢，我哋又翻去我哋嘅節目，由阿邦邦去繼續佢嘅訪問。And welcome to the third segment of our show, All About Darts. Tonight we have David Cameron, National Singles Champion 2014 and 15, and with us. And we've been going through this interview and getting a lot of information and background of him. And now we will continue with Bong.
Dave, can you give advice to an upcoming dart player, because we are here at the Multicultural Dart Association in Richmond Hill, Ontario, and we are teaching upcoming dart players to be players or
good players.
Good players.
Yeah.
Can you give advice to all of them, Dave, who are listening right now?
Yeah, I think for anyone starting out in the game is definitely you have to find a comfortable stance that works for you. Definitely, and then learn the board. You know, once you learn the board, your finishes and stuff like that, know what to shoot for. That there will really help you, and lots of practice.
Okay, and
do you have any plan, or do you have practice routine that you could share to the audience, Dave?
You know, well, I try to play tournaments a lot. I don't really spend a lot of time, like straight hours on the board. I'll do maybe a half-hour session here and then take a break for a while and go back for maybe an hour and a half hour, different things like that. Because I find if you go too long, too fast, you can develop bad habits. But definitely, you try to. I play a lot of just 501. Me and the board, and I focus on trying to be on some kind of a finish after 12 darts is kind of my goal, and that seems to work for me pretty good. So.
Well, that's good. And I see maybe you have some run-ins with soft darts as well. Do you play soft darts at all?
Yeah, actually, I've been into it there for the last few years. I've been getting into it. And, it's a lot of fun, actually. I really enjoy it. I've been to Chicago there for the last 4 years, I believe, for their big one that they have at the Bull Shooter. I was fortunate I was the MVP there for 2 years in a row, which was pretty cool. I didn't really expect that, but that was pretty nice. And, I played a few of the Darts Live events in Las Vegas there. Had a great time. Got on stage there my second round. And playing against Scott Kirchner. He beat me 3-2, but it was a good match. It was fun. So, yeah, it was a good time.
So you will be also playing soft tip as well as regular steel tip dart?
Yeah, actually I plan on trying to get more involved in it for sure. As I say, I'm trying to figure out a schedule that I can do that I can fit both of them in, through my work and stuff like that. So, but they've been very accommodating. So, yeah, I wish I kind of went to Toronto there a few weeks ago, but I didn't, just couldn't make it to that one. So, but next year I'll be there for sure.
What is interesting is that when we talked to Patricia Farrell, and she really hasn't got any way to get on a soft tip machine in Newfoundland.
Yeah,
isn't that amazing?
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard because there's no machines. Or like in Eastern Canada, there's hardly any machines around.
So, are there any in your area?
Not really. No, I've never seen any around. Somebody may have one in a local bar here and there, but there's nothing here really for soft tip darts.
Oh.
So, what is your thoughts about soft tip darts invading North America or Asia right now, Dave?
It's. I think it's a good thing. It's going to bring more, more for the game and to the game as well. It's a different kind of game in a sense compared to steel tip. I think it's more strategic, and it's definitely a lot of fun. The money seems to be good in it, so it's going to bring more money. Why not bring it our way?
Can you share the differences between the British darts and the soft tip or Asian darts? It
seems to be, I don't know, it's hard to explain, I think, in a sense, but, the steel tip is fun, too, like, that's something that I grew up with, but the soft tip game is it's a different game compared to steel tip, and it definitely takes a little bit getting used to, for sure, but it is fun, too, I must say.
OK， 各位聽眾，我哋啱就講到幾樣嘢嘅。第一就係有咩 tips 俾到我哋嘅啱啱初玩飛鏢嘅標手啦。咁就係話最重要嘅，我哋嘉賓話就係要揾到一個好適合你自己嘅棋嘅方法係最重要嘅。咁重要嘅就係你一定要熟悉你嗰個標靶同埋點樣去玩最後嘅分數啦。咁即係計分嗰度，同埋你自己嗰個準繩，最後去結束嗰啲遊戲。咁佢至於佢個人嘅練習嘅方法咧，就係唔中意長時間嘅練習，佢中意玩半個鐘，休息一陣就玩半個鐘或者1個鐘咁。佢最中意玩都係希望可以用12支標就玩完，即係下一個 game 啦。咁但係佢亦都提到佢有份而家有興趣響呢個遠嘅標頭嘅標方面發展。佢而家逐漸會將一啲時間消磨喺嗰度，希望亦都訓練出一個好嘅成就。Okay, back to you, Bob.
You played soft tip darts in Hong Kong and in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Can you compare the two when it comes to the audience or participation, Dave?
Well, I'll tell you, I found the audience in Las Vegas for the Darts Live was really, really, it was good. It seemed like a lot of people were watching and stuff, and it was pretty exciting. When I played over in Hong Kong, it was definitely there was still a lot of players in there, and most of them were players, obviously, right? And there was a bit of spectators around, which was nice too, right? But it's they're both pretty exciting, actually.
Yeah, we interviewed some of the people from Asia. Mr. Lim, I forgot what's his name.
Paul Lim.
Yeah, Paul Lim. Yeah, for instance. And it's all very popular over there, the soft tip.
We have a lot of Canadian. We have a lot of Canadian soft tip players like Chris White, David Fathom, and they live in the United States of America. Even John Part is playing soft tip and steel tip darts, and Jeff Smith too.
Yeah, and maybe let's go back to steel tip for a minute. What sort of weight of darts do you use? Do you switch them all the time? Do you have different sets, or do you have a particular weight that you use?
No, I use 22 gram steel tip. It's pretty much just like a straight body dart with the same grip from front to back. It's tapered down to the point. The design of my dart, actually, Cosmo makes my darts for me. And like I say, we're working on getting them out there. But it's definitely it's the same dart I use all the time, and it's working well for me right now.
So are you telling me that you have your own line of darts there soon?
Yes, yeah. Cosmo is, and they have my flights as well. My flights are out. They just come out there a few months back. So, like I say, we're in the works right now of doing my darts up as well. So.
Wow, that would be interesting. So you would have your followers would buy your style of darts, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Do you have a website for your darts, Dave, that you could share to the listeners?
Not at this point, but like I said, through Facebook, I'm sure if somebody was interested, they could probably get me through Facebook, and and ask some questions about it, or I'll try and get them a set as soon as I can.
Okay, hold on a second for we coming up to the end of this segment. I'll do some quick translation, and then we'll go on to the other segment. Okay? 各位啱講到我哋呢位嘉賓去香港同埋維加斯玩，咁究竟呢個係遠頭嘅飛鏢有乜嘢呢？佢話各角度嘅觀眾同埋選手都係覺得好刺激啊，係好支持呢個項目嘅。咁至於個人方面，佢而家用緊嘅鐵頭飛鏢係22克嘅，佢亦都有Cosmos 而家係做緊佢自己嘅飛鏢，咁將來有佢一系列嘅飛鏢喺市場上面賣㗎啦。至於佢個人有冇網站呢？佢話冇嘅，但係佢有 Facebook。咁若果你想聯絡佢啊，或者係討教下，你可以喺Facebook 度揾到佢。好啦，講到呢度，我哋又差唔多去到第3節嘅時間完畢。我哋將來過幾分鐘翻嚟嘅時候，我哋會進入我哋第4節嘅訪問。
華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一早卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
歡迎各位聽眾翻到嚟我哋潮玩飛鏢嘅第4節嗰度，我係你嘅 host Robert，同我一齊嘅有邦邦、James 邦，飛鏢 導師，亦都有我哋呢位嘉賓David Cameron 就係加拿大2014-2015嘅選手全國第一嘅選手飛鏢手。咁我哋而家咧就會繼續我哋嘅訪問啦。And welcome back to the final segment of our show here, All About Darts. And with our guest today is David Cameron, the national champion, Canadian national champion, and his 2014 and 2015 singles. And so now, Bonk, let's carry on with the...
I noticed, Dave, that you are traveling in all parts of Canada. Can you share to our radio listeners if you have someone or somebody or manager to manage your hotel accommodation, your darts schedule and travel route?
Usually it's something that I try to plan out a little bit, obviously, and I pretty much book everything myself. I'll look for seat sales. I have Air Canada, WestJet, and all them, to send me emails and stuff on sales. And I try to definitely book my flights within a couple of months before, because it is a bit cheaper usually, right? So, I pretty much do all that stuff myself, and then try to hook up with somebody, to share a room, out there, which cuts costs down a little bit too, right?
As a professional dart player like you, do you need to have a lot of sponsors, from 5, 7, or 10 sponsorship, in order to attend all these tournaments in Canada, Dave?
Well, as I say, I think the more sponsors, could be good, but it all depends what they're paying you. It's they're going to pay for. I mean, if they pay for your flights and your hotels all the time, it would be great, but it doesn't usually come down to that. There just doesn't seem to be enough put into by companies, about for darts as far as I'm concerned. But I'd like to definitely see more. I think it's a great sport, and so we'll see what happens, I guess, in the future.
Yeah, well, using your air miles from previous trip will also help to contribute to future trips, right?
Yeah, I mean, but I don't gain enough really air miles. It takes a long time to gain enough for one trip. So when I do, I will definitely try to use them for a farther trip right out west. I mean, Canada's so big, and as a lot of people don't realize, I have to travel. It takes me just as long to go across my country as it does for me to fly from here to the UK. So.
And the worst thing is Air Canada's flight is very expensive in general, and unless you book it ahead of time, the amount you pay to go from Toronto to BC on a Monday morning could be a couple $1,000s, and it's crazy. And for that, you can go to Shanghai a couple of times.
Yeah, you definitely have to look out for the seat sales. If not, I mean, it would be pretty near impossible unless you're rich, I guess. To travel to all these tournaments. So.
OK， 各位聽眾啱啱講到我呢位選手就響佢究竟有冇人安排佢所有嘅旅遊啊、活動啊、酒店啊咁樣呢？冇嘅，佢係要自己親力親為嘅。咁邦邦亦都問到究竟要幾多個贊助商先夠呢？咁其實當然越多越好啦，但係其實到咗最後都係自在乎嗰個贊助商俾啲咩嘢你，通常佢哋都唔係咁慷慨嘅嚇，有好多都係俾用品嘅，據我所知。咁所以呢樣嘢係完全係因個人際遇而定，同埋佢嗰個contract 而定嘅。Okay, now Bond for maybe one last good question.
So thank you very much, Dave, for your time. But do you have any advice or last word for the listeners, please?
I appreciate you guys having me on your show for starters. It's been fun. What I think I can tell everybody, is it is a great game. Practice definitely will help your game. Find something that's good for you, the flight, the shaft, the dart, whatever it may be. But definitely put time in, respect the player, respect the game. It's something that we all have to learn over the years. We all go through ups and downs with our game. But, you have to kind of put the bad behind you and keep looking forward, to the good and what could happen.
And also, we really have to look into what we want to achieve and be calm and with the game, right?
Absolutely, because I tell a little story that, I said to myself a long time ago, oh, geez, if I ever make it to England once, I'd be happy. And I had the opportunity to be there over half a dozen times now, and, I get to go back again. So it's just a lot can happen if you definitely put the work into it. You can have some great accomplishments out of it for sure.
OK， 各位我哋嘅嘉賓亦都提到有咩意見俾我哋嘅聽眾咧，就係話要尊重呢個運動啦，要尊重對手啦，同埋要處之泰然，要好心安理得咁樣玩呢個遊戲。當然佢覺得第一次嘅時候就係好想英國，但係去完一次之後，哇原來咁容易喎，再接再厲，於是佢又有多次去到英國嘅經驗啦。Okay, at this point, we're going to the end of the show, and we'd like you to say goodbye to our audience. And it was really nice talking to you, David, and we wish you the very best in the future games and years to come.
I appreciate it, guys, very much, and everybody who's listening, great, good shooting in the future to everybody who plays and stuff, and enjoy the game, and I greatly appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah, actually, we have this program on YouTube as well the week after its broadcast, and so watch out for that, and get in touch with us if you want to know when it's getting on YouTube.
No, that's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Okay,
guys,
thanks.
Appreciate your time.
Yes, thanks, and we're now concluding the interview with Dave and get on to our other activities. Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
而各位聽眾，依家又係時間去做我哋嘅飛鏢活動系列啦。咁我哋而家就由邦邦開始。Okay, it's time for our darts activity reporting, and let's hear from Bong.
This is Bong Faldas. Bluegrass Darting Association presents the Easy Money Open Lexington, Kentucky, USA, September 18 to 19. Events: mixed doubles, drawn doubles, mixed triples, men's singles 501, women's singles 501, men's doubles, men's singles cricket, women's singles cricket. Each person that enters an event that has easy money payout will be entered into a raffle for that amount. Event venue: 4 Points by Sheraton, 1938 Stanton Way, Lexington, Kentucky, USA。
咁呢，而響呢個9月18號至19號呢，就有一個叫做 Bluegrass Darting Association， 佢哋就係響呢個Kentucky 嘅，咁就有一個叫做 Easy Money Open 響 Lexington 嗰個省嗰度，響 Kentucky 美國。咁當然佢哋嘅 event 呢，有齊晒各種各樣嘅男女 double 啊 triple 啊都有嘅，single 啊 cricket 啊，咁每一個人去參加嘅呢，都有一個機會去參加一個抽獎嘅。咁佢喺邊度做呢？就係一個 Four Points Hotel by Sheraton， 就1938 Stanton Way Lexington Kentucky 美國嘅。OK。The
12th Annual John Briggs Open Mixed Dart Tournament, Saturday, September 26, Haliburton Legion, Haliburton, Ontario. Registration at 9 a.m. Game starts at 10 a.m. $60 per team, 2 men and 2 women. $1,000 payout. Pre-registration is required by September 23. CHRISBRIGGS_01@hotmail.com. Contact number is 705-457-1724。
咁亦都有一個響9月26號禮拜六舉行嘅第12次每年一度 John Briggs Open Mixed Dart Tournament， 亦都係個比賽。咁喺邊度呢？就係呢個好出名嘅度假勝地啊！呢個 Haliburton 嗰度地方啦，就係 Haliburton Legion。咁9點鐘登記，10點鐘開始，就60蚊一隊，兩男兩女，一共有1000蚊獎金嘅。 咁嗰個預早登記呢，就係需要喺9月23號之前進行。嗰個電話呢，就係705745724，或者電郵呢個叫 Chris Briggs，嗰個電郵係 CHRISBRIGGS， 同埋一個 _01@hotmails.com 嘅。And so now the activities are over. We want to once again remind you that Multicultural Dart Association aims to help promote darts as a sport, as well as dart players in both soft tip and hard tip darts. For more information about our darts training session, please call Darts Mentors at 647-997-0808 in Chinese or 647-718-6921 in English. Darts champions create champions at Multicultural Dart Association. Come and visit us at 650 Highway 7 East, Suite 200, Richmond Hill, Ontario. 多元文化飛鏢協會旨在幫助促進飛鏢作為一個運動，提拔各種飛鏢選手。關於我哋飛鏢訓練課程，更多信息請致電我哋嘅飛鏢導師，電話就係647-997-0808中文，或者647-718-6921英文。向多元文化飛鏢協會飛鏢冠軍創造更多嘅冠軍。我哋嘅地址響7號公路東650號200室列治文山。And this is now time for again to say goodbye. And Bong, you and your favorite title for this show?
潮玩飛鏢。
Okay, he's really getting there. Okay, 多謝各位收聽。
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
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 Very much.
Bye bye.